to speak candidly, is to reveal yourself, particularly in relationship problems, but really in everything. Let people know who you are. Say what you've been withholding. Now, a lot of people argue about this when they say, oh, no, if I go tell my boss my problems, I'll get fired. Well, first of all, I don't know that that's true, and I don't think it's true, because I decided in 1974, I was working at a college, and nobody told the president the truth. Well, nobody. People didn't tell the president much. It was like the emperor with no clothes, because everybody said, oh, you can't say anything, you can't say anything. Well, I was a young whippersnapper, and I thought, well, I've already gotten fired from one job, I might as well go for two. So I went to the president's office, and I told him what I thought. And he listened with rapt attention, actually. He kind of grimaced a few times, because some of what I thought he didn't like. And within a few months, he promoted me. I thought, whoa, that worked pretty well. So I went and did it again, and again. By the time I left that college, I was the third highest paid person in the institution. I was on the board of directors, and I shouldn't have been, because I wasn't in a position to be on the board of directors. And I was just telling the truth. I didn't get fired. But you say, yeah, but you don't have my boss. If I told my boss the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, I'd get fired. I say, well, so what? You've solved your problem. Really? You know, you're going to get a new boss, and the boss is the problem if the boss is the problem. You say, oh, yeah, but that's easy to say. You get fired, you have to find a new job. Well, I know, but you can do that. Yeah, but what about marriage? I'm not going to tell my wife, my husband, the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I mean, that would really cause problems. Well, give it a shot. It also causes deep intimacy. It causes amazing love. Does it cause sparks to fly? Absolutely. Tricia and I can testify. We kind of live our life like this. And sparks fly sometimes. And it's hard work. I remember one time I was committed to doing this, and I've always been committed to doing this with Tricia, but once in a while, you forget. And I'd forgotten for a while, and I had a few things that I hadn't said. So I wrote them down, and then we had a friend join us. And then I started to say these things that I hadn't said. Well, she had her list, by the way, too. And that you'll find out. If you start to tell the truth, pretty soon the people around you start to tell the truth. Sparks fly. Anyway, I had my list. She had her list. And there were some items on my list that I literally couldn't say. I was so scared because I so loved my wife. I did not want the relationship to end. But I wanted the relationship to grow. And I literally sat there and tried to speak. I finally told my friend, well, here, can you just say it for me? And he said, no, you have to say it. You don't have to say it, but you can say it. So I just said, well, this is stupid. And I just opened my mouth, and I couldn't say it. I've never been speechless. I just couldn't say it. And then I was laughing, and I was starting to cry. I said it. And I looked over, expecting Tricia to melt or fall into the ground, and she kind of yawned. Now, there's some other things on my list that she didn't yawn about. As a matter of fact, she got very upset and very angry, and sparks flew. But some of the hardest things on my list, she just sort of, well, I knew that. But I didn't know she knew it. Or I didn't know she knew it like I needed to say it. Anyway, what happens if you would completely tell the truth to another? Or even about yourself? That's the other piece of this. It's not just telling others the truth, it's telling yourself the truth. It's the whole concept in Alcoholics Anonymous. It's the first step. That's how wise this is. Which is you admit the problem to yourself, whatever the problem is.